Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa checking. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa checking. Is the frequency in use and standing by? CQ. Hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ on 40 meters and standing by. CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by. Hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ. Hello CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by. CQ. Hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by. CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ. Hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by. Hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ on 40 meters and standing by for any call. Hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ. Hello CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call. CQ. Hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call.
Golf 0 Lima, Quebec, India.
Golf 0 Lima, Quebec, India. I'll give you a signal report on your next over. The name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango, and I'm in Hebden Bridge in West Yorkshire. Back to you.
Yep, okay, Matt. Yeah, fine. You're about 5 and 9, perhaps a little bit over. Name is Mike India, Kilo Echo, QTH Weymouth on the south coast, where it's quite a pleasant day, sunshine, blue sky, some white clouds, but not terribly warm, about 8 degrees, something like that, and a little bit of a breeze blowing. Anyway, back to you, Matt. I didn't write the call down, but there's G7, and you'll tell me it when you come back from G0LQI. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries at all, Mike. Yeah, G0LQI. This is Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa. Similar story on the WX up here. It's been quite cool today. Just been out with the dogs and taking them around the reservoir, and it's certainly chilly. But there's patches of blue sky and the sun shining, so not too much to complain about. Working conditions here are Yaesu FT DX10, and I'm running 25 watts into an end-fed half wave that's about 11 meters above the ground. Back to you, Mike.
Yep, okay, Matt. Well, yeah, sounds very nice, and you're putting a good signal out on your 25 watts, running, I don't know, 100 watts, I suppose. That's what the rig would do. It's always difficult to tell from the, yeah, it's about 100 watts. Yeah, and yeah, it's one of those days where it looks rather nice when you look out until you get outside and you find the wind is a little bit on the keen side. And so the setup here is an ICOM 7600, and the antenna's a doublet, remotely tuned. So that's the setup here, nothing very fancy, but gets them on the air from 80 metres up to 6 metres and 160 if I fiddle about with it a bit. So that's the M7EUP G0LQI.
Yeah, Enfield half-wave that I've got, it's a homebrew one, so it's a 49-to-1 unun and about 20 metres of wire. So that gets me on 40, 20, 15 and 10. Band conditions recently have been up and down, so I've not really been on 15 and 10 much. It seems to be a bit quiet on there at the moment, but 40's been lively, but as soon as I decide to come on today, it's obviously going to, everyone's gone quiet and there's quite a bit of QSB on the band, but it's working, and get a few in the log this afternoon, and then I can call it a day. G0LQI M7EUP.
Yeah, M7EUP G0LQI. Yeah, okay, Matt. Yeah, fine. Yeah, well, your system seems to be working well. Pretty steady, 5 and 9, so that's good. And yeah, it's nice to get on and have a chat to people, isn't it? Really, I do sometimes do a bit of FT8, and that's okay to find out what band conditions are like. But it gets a little bit boring after a while. So it's quite nice to actually hear somebody's voice rather than watch the things come up on the screen. Yeah, 10 metres hasn't been terribly good. I was yesterday listening, or trying to listen to the beacons, but I didn't get very many, I must admit. It seemed to be Italy and Greece, but nothing much further away. Although I think at one time I was getting, just trying to think, Madeira, I think that was coming in reasonably well, and at one time South Africa. So yeah, you have to choose your band a bit. I think we're going to move into the summer now, and 10 metres will die away for a while, I think. We'll hope it comes back next October or so. But perhaps 6 metres will get going instead. M7EUP G0LQI.
G0LQI, M7EUP returning, yeah, thanks Mike. I'm going to call CQ a few more times and just see if I can get a couple in the log, but thank you for a lovely QSO, and it's a pleasure to get you in the log for the first time, and hope to catch you again further down the band, so I'll hand it back to you for a final. G0LQI, M7EUP.
Yeah, M7EUP G0LQI. Yeah, okay, Matt. Yeah, great to talk to you. As you say, for the first time. Assuming my log is right. I don't log everything, but I do log people I haven't spoken to before. So you know, the local nets and so on, I don't keep a log of because I don't think they're terribly keen on receiving QSL cards from the local rag tube. But anyway, yeah, enjoy the rest of the day, and hope you get a few more calls. I'm certain you will. You're putting out a pretty good signal, so congratulations on that. And catch you again, Matt. M7EUP G0LQI 73 now. Bye-bye.
Oh, thanks very much, Mike, and all the best to you, and have a great afternoon. G0LQI M7EUP, all the best, 73. Okay, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa QRZ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ. Hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call. Hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call. CQ, hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40, Mike 7 Echo United Papa calling CQ40 and standing by. Hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ on 40 metres and standing by for any call. Hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo United Papa, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ on 40 metres and standing by for any call. Hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call. Hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa. This is Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ on 40 meters. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ on 40 meters and standing by for any call. Hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ, CQ40, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call. CQ, hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo United Papa calling CQ on 40 meters, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ on 40 meters and standing by. CQ, hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call.
2 Echo 0, Mexico, Papa, Germany.
2 Echo 0, Mexico, Papa, Germany, I believe that was. And Paul, good afternoon to you. I'll give you a signal report on you next, over. The name here is Matt, Mike, Alpha Tango Tango, and I'm in Hebden Bridge in West Yorkshire, over.
Roger there, Matt. Nice to copy you the first time. The name is Paul. You're correct. Yeah, and your nice signal there, 5 and 7 there, Matt. 5 and 7, go ahead, sir.
2E0 MPG M7EUP returning. Yep, you're about a 5.6 there, Paul. Bit of QSB on the band and funny conditions this afternoon, but coming through and I can hear every word you're saying. Back to you.
Yeah, okay there, Matt. Well, thanks very much for the contact there, Matt. And have a good weekend there. Bye-bye.
Thanks very much, Paul. All the best to you. 73 2E0 MPG M7EUP. QRZ M7EUP. Mike 7 Echo United Peter, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ. Hello CQ, CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by. CQ, hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call. CQ, hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by. CQ, hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ, hello CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call. CQ, hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call. CQ, hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa, it's got a QSY to 20 meters.
Echo 8 November Delta Radio. Zulu Alpha, go ahead.
Ja, Zulu Alpha,
Oscar, Echo 8 November Delta.
Lima Alpha 9 Tango Yankee.
Oscar Hotel 6, Echo Quebec. Sierra Papa 7, right.
Frequency in use, is the frequency in use? Just checking, is the frequency in use? Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa. Final check, is the frequency in use? Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa, checking, is the frequency in use? Okay, nothing heard. CQ, hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call.
Mike 0 Kilo X-Ray Romeo.
Mike 0 Kilo X-Ray Romeo, thank you. Good afternoon, Paul. And yeah, I've got you there on the logging software. I'll give you a signal report on your next over. The name here is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango.
M7 Echo Uniform. Oh, you'll have to remind me. Sorry, I just switched on here. A very good afternoon. I think you're your Echo Uniform Papa. You're a 5 and 9 with QSB into the east coast of Northern Ireland. And yeah, you were stronger before you went to 20. And then the band has changed a little bit. But a very good afternoon to you. And thank you for coming back to me there. It really is a pleasure. Really do appreciate it. I suppose I should log into QRZ, and then that will allow me to log it. But M7 Echo Uniform Papa Mike 0 Kilo X-Ray Romeo, back to you. Over.
Oh, thank you very much, Paul. Yeah, you're correct with the call sign is Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa. Signal report for you is 5-9, but with QSB also. Yeah, the band's doing all sorts of strange things. I was calling CQ for quite a while there on 40 and heard nothing, so I thought I'd switch up to 20, but came back down just to see if things have improved. But yeah, great signal from you, Paul. Sounds great. What's your working conditions there, over?
Roger, Matt. The conditions on this side are Yaesu Fox Tango 991 Alpha and a high old handy mic on a boom, and then 100 watts going into the monoband 40 meter end fed half wave, which isn't particularly high. The transformer is about 9 feet, if that, off the ground, and then the other end is attached to the fence about sort of 5 or 6 feet off the ground. But yes, I've just noticed that the QSB is up and down. It was a bit stable earlier on, and maybe you can come back to me, Matt, and let me know what the working conditions are on your side. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa, Mike 0 Kilo X-Ray Romeo.
Mike 0 Kilo X-Ray Romeo, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa returning. Yeah, I did look at the 991 Alpha. It's the whole shack in a box there, isn't it? You've got the 2 meters and 70 centimeters as well as the HF bands. My first radio was a Yaesu FT450 Delta, and recently upgraded that to the FT DX10. 25 watts, obviously, with me being an M7, and I'm using the Yaesu M90 microphone, and I've got a homebrew end-fed half-wave about 11 metres above the ground. It's got a 49 to 1 on it, and that gives me 40, 20, 15 and 10 over.
M0 Echo Uniform Papa, Mike 0 Kilo X-Ray Romeo returning. Yeah, all good stuff. Well, the FTDX10 is sounding fantastic. I used to have one, but I do a lot of portable work, and it was just too big to take in and out of the car. so I was stuck in the meantime with my 991A, but I am going to purchase an FT710 within the next year just to add to it. So I have an FTM 500 that I use for 270. I'll keep the 991A for 270 on SSB, and then I'll get the 710, which will also give me 4 meters FM and SSB. And then as far as that goes, concerning sets, Matt, I'm happy with that. I do have an HLA 300V that gives me 200 to 250 watts if I need it, but I won't be going any more than that. So simple setup, but it just works. M7EUP, M0KXR, back to you.
M0KXR, M7EUP, yep, whatever works. I think that's the story of this this hobby of ours. If it works, you know, keep it, don't touch it, don't mess about with it too much. I think there's a lot of people who like to swap radios and experiment, but once you've found what works for you, it's best just to stick to it. I'm certainly looking to get some mobile work done as the weather gets better, and thinking about options for that. I'm thinking about probably some hamstick antennas and with a tri-mag mount, and getting out and about in the car and getting up to some of these porter activations and things, because a lot of people are doing them at the moment, and it seems to be a good way to go, and a good way to get a lot of people in the log fairly quickly. Okay, Paul, I'm not going to hold it too much longer, but a pleasure to get you in the log for the first time, and hope to catch you much further down the bands later on. But for now, I'll wish you all the best 73, and hand it back to you for a final. Over.
Yeah, Roger, Matt, thank you very much. Just if I may, I'm running, well, there's a couple of us running a special event call sign on Monday for St. Patrick's Day, Golf Bravo 5, Papa Alpha Tango on 40, 2 and 10. So if you were about, it'd be good to get you into the log for that. We're going to transmit from about 1 p.m. onwards on Monday the 17th. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa, Mike 0 Kilo X-Ray Romeo 73 Matt, and I'm now clear.
Thanks, Paul. I'll certainly look out for that, and I've written it down. I'll try and jump on there and see if I can get you in the log. Thanks very much for a lovely QSO, and all the best 73, Mike 0 KXR M7EUP. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa QRZ.
Mike 7 Juliet Charlie Zulu.
Mike 7 Juliet Charlie Zulu. John, pleasure to get you in the log again. I saw you pop up in the chat there, and yeah, I'll give you a signal report on you next. Over. But you sounded great. Over.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, I'm trying to convince myself to get out into the garden and give the graphics first cut. So there's a little bit of sunshine poking out, and so I sort of sidestepped into the radio chair on the way, and well, you know how it is. Over.
Yep, I understand how that works, and I do it all the time. I'll come upstairs to hang some washing, because my QTH is actually up in the attic of the house, which is where we hang all the washing when the weather's not great, and regularly find myself doing exactly the same thing, and then I get shouted at for things not getting done when they should have done. But yeah, you're a 5.7, 5.6, 5.7 with a bit of QSB on the band, but perfectly readable there, John. M7JCZ, M7EUP.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks for the 5 and 7. You're actually 5 and 9 here. 5 and 9. Really good signal into source pressure. Really doing the trick. So no worries there. All right. Okay, Matt. I'll leave that there, and you're going no doubt at some stage down the log. And I think I better get out there and get this grass cut over.
Yeah, you do that. Well, you can cut the grass, but also plan on where you're going to put your next antenna. All right, then, M7JCZ, M7EUP. All the best, 73, John. Station Master Software and others. Over.
Yeah, what it is, I've just moved into this property, and I haven't even updated the QRZ, not even unpacked the computer yet, so that will come shortly there. Go ahead.
Roger, okie dokie. Okay, tell me a little about your antenna that you're using there, Gary. Over.
Yeah, I'm using a 49 to 1 NFED, which goes down the bottom of the garden to the fence. Then I drive it 7 meters up in the air on a fishing pole there, go ahead.
Roger. Yep, it works, doesn't it? It's I've got an NFED half wave, gives me 40, 20, 15 and 10, but it's horizontal and about 11 metres off the ground. It's actually strung between my chimney and a neighbour's chimney, so it's plenty of clear space for it to sit in, but I am at the bottom of a valley, so it is a little bit compromised sometimes. But yeah, it sounds great, and you know, you're coming through loud and clear there, and a bit of QSB on the band, but you're perfectly readable over.
Yeah, okay, Mike 7 Lima India Delta returning. I was just checking the audio with you, talking about, I was listening to you talking about audio before, and this is box standard audio with the M7EUP standard microphone there, guys.
Yeah, your audio sounds really good, actually. It's a little bit top-endy, but I think that's probably more to do with the QSB on the band rather than anything that you're doing at that end. And I have messed around quite a lot. I've got the FTDX10 and I'm running the M90 microphone. And I use the Bob Heil website, the Heil Sound website. Gives a lot of really good settings for people's radios, making the most of that 2500 kilohertz band and pushing that, because it makes everything sound just a little bit better over.
Yeah, okay, yeah, look forward. I'll have a look at that. And I've also got the MD100 microphone, but I'm not using that at the moment. But people say the settings on the standard microphone sounds okay there, Greg.
Yeah, I think the thing, what I've always found is that ICOM out of the box sound amazing. You don't have to touch anything on them. You can, you know, fine-tune them a little bit, but ICOM sound great. Yaesu, for me, out of the box sound awful, and they take a certain amount of setting up, and I think it's very dependent on your voice, of course. I've got quite a bassy baritone voice, so I need to cut quite a lot of that out in the parametric settings on this radio, just to get it sounding. But yeah, if you have a look at Heil Sound amateur radio, and then you can actually select your radio, and it will give you all of the relevant settings. But what you've got there sounds great, and you know, I wouldn't mess around with it too much. M7LID, M7EUP.
Okay, yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, I do appreciate this, because all the info is great when you first started. I've only been doing it a couple of months now. I used to be on in the 80s, but that was on other bands, if you get what I mean. But this came into this because I've had a change in my life with my wife, and like I say, she always said, go back to the radio and give you something to do, so that's what I'm doing there, guys.
Yep, certainly. It's a hobby. It can become a little bit obsessive, I've found that. I think I have to plan time away from the radio sometimes, because I can get into it too much and other things go by the way. But yeah, I'm similar. It was I think I've had my license now for about 18 months, and yeah, I've started a YouTube channel and all sorts of things, but it keeps me busy and it keeps me interested, and it keeps the old grey cells working there over.
Yeah, no problem at all with that. Everyone to their own, I suppose. That's what they say. But yeah, it's lovely to talk to you, and I didn't quite get where you were, what location you're at, and probably do that on your next over. But yeah, like I say, I'm situated between Mansfield and Nottingham, and that's where the QTH is from.
Yeah, all received. My QTH is Hebden Bridge in West Yorkshire, so sort of between Halifax way, if you know that part of the world over.
Yes, I certainly do that. You're not far away from Paul. He's one of the Yorkshire chaps who I usually talk to. I ain't heard him for a while, but he usually does a bit of DX. Do you know that chap?
What's his call sign? I'll have a look, and I may do.
I think it's MO something. I didn't quite get all the call sign there with Paul, but he's a really strong station from up there, and there's another one in Bolton as well I usually talk to, but yeah, they're just going through the thing, like, you know. But yeah, I know that neck of the woods. I used to be a truck driver, and I used to run out of what they used to call the big house, Brig House, over.
Yeah, Brighouse, know it well. Not a million miles away from here. Yeah, we're at the bottom of the valley in Hebden Bridge, famous for all sorts of TV programmes, but the ones that most people know is Happy Valley. So we get a lot of tourists. Don't go anywhere near the town centre on a weekend because it's full of coach trips over.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. We, like I say, we used to run out of the old Brig House, and used to be a bonded warehouse at the time, and we used to carry cigarettes at the night time and trunk them back down to Nottingham there, guys.
Yeah, all received. Okay, thanks very much. I'm not going to hold it for too much longer because I want to get a few in the log, but it's a pleasure to get you in the log for the first time, and I hope to catch you further down the bands. So for now, all the best in 73, but I'll hand it back to you for a final there. M7LID, M7EUP.
Delta returning to you there, sir. Yeah, thanks for the call and appreciate all your advice you gave me, and we'll give you 7351s and catch you again. Bye-bye.
Thanks very much. M7LID, M7EUP 73, and have a great afternoon. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa QRZ. CQ, hello CQ, CQ40, CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by. CQ, hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40, CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call.
Golf Mike 0, Victor X-Ray Alpha.
Golf Mike 0, Victor X-Ray Alpha. Paul up in Scotland. The name here is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I'm in Hebden Bridge in West Yorkshire. Over.
Yeah, good afternoon, Matt. I'm not in my radio shack. I'm in next to the window on the ground floor of the house. Over.
Oh, Roger. Well, all received there, Paul. Your signal report is about a 5657 at this end, and but there is a lot of QSB on the band, so I'll blame that. Over.
Well, I'm just refurbishing an external ATU map. It's just outside the window on the floor, and there's about lying on the grass, so pretty amazing what you can do occasionally. Over.
Yes, absolutely. They do say sometimes all you need is a wet bit of string and you can get out there, and I understand that. Pleasure to get in the log for the first time there, Paul, and hope to catch you again further down the bands, and good luck with your experiments this afternoon. Golf Mike 0, Victor X-Ray Alpha Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa.
You're 5'9", Matt. Good strong signal, but enjoy the rest of the day.
Golf Mike 0, Victor X-Ray Alpha Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa. Just lost you. You just dipped down into the noise there, but all the best 73s, and you have a great afternoon. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa.
Yeah, 73, Matt.
Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ, hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by. CQ, hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call. CQ, hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ on 40 meters and standing by for any call. CQ, hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call. CQ, hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call.
M7EUP, G3UKE, Golf 3 Uniform Kilo Echo calling.
Golf 3 Uniform Kilo Echo, and good afternoon to you. The name here is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I'm in Hebden Bridge in West Yorkshire. Over.
From G3UKE, hi Matt, nice to speak to you. Heard you been listening for a while, and just calling in, get a signal report. Just returning to the hobby after being off the air for quite a while, so you haven't got anything enough. Anyway, 73, back to M7EUP, G3UKE.
G3UKE, M7EUP returning. Well, I'm glad you come back to the hobby, and your signal report there is about 5657, and that's with quite a lot of QSB, so you are dipping in and out a little bit. I didn't get your name. Can I have your name for the log there, please? Over.
Yep, from Golf 3 Uniform Kilo Echo. Name is Peter. Papa Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Nice to meet you, Matt. 73.
Thanks very much, Peter, and you too. All the best. 73's G3 UKE M7EUP. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ, CQ, hello CQ, CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ, hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40 and standing by for any call.
That's a very nice signal. I'm calling from Exmouth in Devon. Mike 1 triple Oscar, over.
Mike 1 Oscar. Good afternoon, Ian. You're about 5758 this afternoon into Hebden Bridge in West Yorkshire. The name here is Matt. Mike Alpha Tango, over.
Hello, Matt. I've only just 2 minutes ago switched on, and I've just worked up from 7 megs to see how the band is working. And some nice UK signals out there for this time of day. Don't normally find the band to be that clear this time of the day. You're making a nice clear signal here. I'll try and give you I'll try and give you some sort of S reading from my meter here on a rig that I've not used very much, so whatever that means. But it does sound very nice. Your signal does sound nice. I wonder what you're operating that end. I'll give you my working conditions on a return to you. I'm down in sunny Exmouth, very chilly, but nice blue sky with sun. Back to you, Matt. My name is Ian. Well, you told them you have to look me up.
Ian, thank you. You are dipping in and out. There's a lot of QSB on the band, but your signal reports are 5.7, usually 5.8 peaking, but with quite a lot of QSB on the band. The conditions are a little bit strange this afternoon. I'm running 25 watts through a Yaesu FT DX10 with an M90 microphone, and that's an end-fed half wave that's about 11 metres above the ground. And yeah, they're my working conditions here, over.
Well, Matt, give me the antenna you're using again. No, I didn't quite catch that. I was writing stuff down as you were giving me the details. I'm getting a very solid signal from you. You are audio-wise 5 and 9. Really, I sincerely mean that. It's a really nice signal. When I look at my dial here, I haven't used this rig for some time. I've normally have my rig set on what I call a sort of average situation, and you're showing up as 9 on the Richter scale, so it's telling me what I'm hearing already. There's no QSB, there's no background noise, there's no hiss on your signal. You're in there 100% with your overs. Back to you.
M1 Oscar from Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa. Thank you, Ian. Yeah, your signal has actually come up to a 5.9 there. The band is doing strange things up here in the north of England this afternoon. A lot of QSB, and then suddenly people pop up and they're suddenly 5.9 plus. The antenna that I'm using is a homebrew end-fed half wave, so that's a 49 to 1 unun. And that's about 20 metres of wire, and that will give me 40, 20, 15 and 10 metre bands, over.
You know what, Matt? That is the next antenna project I'm going to do myself. It's an end-fed, exactly what you've got there is going to be a homemade end-fed half wave, 20 metre length of cable with a 49 to 1 run-up. That's my next project, because I've worked about this a lot with quite a few antennas in my area that I've regular contact with. What I can do is just make it myself, and I've suggested either make a top-standard dipole 40 metre band. I said, or go down the route of what you've got there and what I'm about to make myself. I have heard so many good signals from stations, particularly the lower power stations like yourself, and in the good or bad old days when you were restricted to 10 watts, still getting out very, very well. I'm very pleased with how you're sounding to me. It really is. And I intend to make, when it warms up here, to make up my own end-fed half-wave, 20 meters of wire, which will give me the same bands as what you're running, 40 meters and above. And then I can check the antenna against my single dipole for 40 meters, which I've got up temporary because I lost all my various antennas in the storm. So I'm just on a classic dipole, inverted V, monoband for 40 meters at the moment. That's all I'm running. And there's 85 watts effective radiated power from the antenna. 85 watts. 100 watts from the rig, 85 watts from the antenna. So not much more than yourself. Back to you, Matt.
Thanks very much, Ian. Okay, so if you're going to do the end-fed half-wave antenna, two pieces of advice that I would give you. The first is don't mess about too much with counterpoises and things like that. The way I've got mine set up is that about 2 meters from the feed point, which if you do the maths on it is 0.05 lambda for your highest frequency. 2 meters from the feed point, just put a 1-to-1 balun choke. And then that will actually use the outer shield of the coax as your counterpoise, and it saves a lot of trauma trying to cut counterpoise lengths and things like that, because if you go too long it will actually push the resonance all over the place. The second piece of advice I would give is measure out your antenna wire, obviously leave it long. 2 meters from the 49-to-1, put 5 wraps of that wire around a 25mm former, and what that will do is it will bring 15 and 10 meter resonance back into the band itself, because what happens is you can be resonant on 40 and 20 where you want it. What happens is the antenna will then appear a little bit short as you get towards 15 and 10. So a bit of an inductance coil, just 5 wraps around a 25mm former, 2 meters from the 49-to-1, and that will bring 15 and 10 in. M1 Oscar Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa.
Yep, thanks for the advice there. That's exactly what I was going to do. As you say, 5 wraps around a 2 centimeter or a 1-inch former, just to give that little bit of extra oomph, or to bring it closer to resonance on the higher band, 20 meters, 10 meters, etc. The unun, which you've advised on, I shall build it without the unun on the coax and see how it fares, and then I shall whack in an unun on the coax and then do a check on that. So that's a useful little tip. Other people other hands I've spoken to regarding counterpoise, 9 out of 10, if not all of them, but certainly 9 out of 10 have said don't bother with a counterpoise. Just go straight in, wham bam, thank you ma'am. So that's what I shall do. Now, are you feeding that as a sloper or as a have you sloped it up from the garden bottom up to a pole at 20 feet? How have you done it, and where's the feed point? Is the feed point on the ground? Have you elevated the feed point? And what is the general configuration of your end fed? Over.
Okay, M1 Oscar Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa returning. The antenna is actually, we live in a horseshoe of houses, so it's 3 sides of a square, and the antenna goes from a lashing on my chimney breast of my 3-story house to the lashing of a chimney breast of a neighbour's house directly opposite, and so the whole antenna is horizontal and about 11 metres above the ground. My QTH is in the attic of my house, so I'm up in the 3rd floor, and I use Messian Poloni coax Ultraflex 7 that goes out through the wall, around the side of the house, up onto the roof, and connects to the antenna feed point there. Over.
Matt, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. The fact that you've got it pretty well horizontal, which theoretically, technically, should give you a lower angle of radiation. I can do that. I can do the same as what you've done, very, very similar, and have it horizontal at a height. And I can I'm also contemplating running it at a 45-degree angle up at, from ground level and feeding it from maybe 8 feet above the ground level, something like that. So it'll effectively be a single inverted sloper. So it's all part of the procedure I'm going to do to test the antenna against what I normally use, which is a standard dipole for a single band. I want to test noise levels, how I'm getting out, and I'm switching between the two antennas. So I can do what you're doing. I'm contemplating initially going on the, sloping, an inverted V, but half a V, if you know what I mean. And then doing one completely horizontal like yourself and seeing how that difference might make compared to the dipole. All very interesting stuff. Now, I'm not having any problem at all with your signals. Every time you return to me, you're hitting me exactly the same on each over. No QRM, no QRN, no fading, nothing. So it's really working well from you to me. Now, you probably told me where you are, but it's gone in one ear out the other. Whereabouts in the UK are you, Matt? Over?
Okay, Ian, I'm located in the bottom of a valley in a place called Hebden Bridge in West Yorkshire. Most people know it as the filming location for the TV series Happy Valley and Last Tango in Halifax and a few others as well. But yeah, we're at the bottom of a valley here, so I'm surrounded by hills, which makes things a little bit challenging sometimes, but having that height on the antenna seems to work for me. One thing I will say is that if you go horizontal and quite high above the ground, you'll find that you lose all of that coupling that you get, and it can appear that the antenna isn't as resonant as it should be, or that the SWR seems to creep up a little bit. And I've recently learned through talking to other people who are quite experienced that it doesn't matter about that. The fact is that the antenna performs better above ground rather than being a sloper, and you don't have to worry too much about the SWR creeping up there. But yeah, it's resonant in all the right places, and it works very well for me. I regularly get out into the United States and all across Europe on the higher bands, and I'm very happy with it. And yeah, it's experimentation, and it's what works for you in your particular environment. People do say that the end-fed half waves can be a little bit noisy, and I would agree with that. I usually get about an S3, S4 noise and on 40 meters, and that drops down as we get higher up the bands. Mike 1 Oscar Oscar Oscar, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa.
Well, as I said, Matt, it's a learning curve for me. Although I've been making antennas for quite some time, it'll be the first occasion I will have actually made an M-fed half wave in the way that you're configured, the way I'm thinking, either horizontal or as a sloper. And it's merely just to check against my experience using just a standard classic dipole. That's my real interest in that. But at the same time, a lot of the M7s around here have made their own M-fed half waves, and they get out fantastically. They were getting out on 10 watts previously before, Ofcom increased the power outage blockage 25. And of course they're getting out slightly better now because they've got that little bit much more power. But most of them are using G90s. They've gone out and bought the Zygo G90, which is the 20-watt choppy. Despite me saying to them, try and buy a 100-watt rig, because eventually when you get your full license, as it is now, going for a 2E0 intermediate, you can use 100 watts. But they went against my advice. They all of them, pretty well all of them, went out and bought G90s. They're very pleased with them, because a lot of them actually go filtering and potering, portable. So it does the job for them what they do. But I did say to them, look, cut your losses and try and buy a 100-watt rig. Be careful what you buy. Only buy stuff you can test, and buy from reputable sources if you're buying second-hand. You know the old problem. Don't buy eBay. So they're getting out really fantastically using their M-fed half waves. A couple have used the random wire and a 9 to 1 but most of them have gone the M-fed half wave. and the signals I get from them on a local situation, and one or two popped in like yourself from further afield, I get fantastic results back into my station from people using the N-Fed halfway. So I'm very pleased with the M7s I know that have taken it up. Okay, let you get on and call a few more stations, see how far you get out. The band seems to be inordinately quiet. I'm going to have a flick around as well and see what else might be out there, because it's unusual this time of the day without being hit around the house by the high-tides and the crowds coming in with the kilowatt burners. Over.
And that's exactly what's happening right now, Ian. Another station's just come up a few kilohertz down from me and stamping all over, but we shall persevere. It's a pleasure to speak to you today, Ian. Lovely QSO, and you have a great afternoon. Mike 1, Oscar, Mike 7, Echo, Uniform, Papa. All the best, Ian, 73.
Okay, cheers, Matt. I'll drop down in case anybody's hearing me and wants me. I'll drop down 10 onto 7170, plus or minus, and see if there's anyone out there who might want to follow me down. Have a great day, Matt. Catch you again soon. Bye.
Thanks, Ian. Bye-bye. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa QRZ.
Golf Whiskey 8, Italy, Ocean, America.
Golf Whiskey 8, Italy, Ocean, America. Philip, good afternoon to you. The name here is Matt, Mike Alpha, Tango, Tango. Your signal report's 5-9, and I'm in Hebden Bridge in West Yorkshire, over.
Roger, roger. That was quick for you to get my name. Yeah, you're 5-9 also, a good 5-9. I was just overhearing your previous conversation. Might be interested to know a little bit more about your antenna. I'm running on a magnetic loop here, and the weather here at the moment is very overcast. From Golf Whiskey 8, Italy, Ocean, America.
Golf Whiskey 8, Italy, Ocean, America, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa returning. Yeah, thanks, Philip. We were just talking about N-Fed half-wave antennas there. I've got a homebrew N-Fed half-wave, which is about 11 metres above the ground. It's horizontal. It's got a 49-1 unun on it, and that gives me 40, 20, 15, and 10 metres, over.
Well, it's doing very well. And how much power did you say you were running?
As an M7, I've just got 25 watts at my disposal, so I'm using all 25 of them this afternoon, over.
Roger. Well, I'm running a 100 into a homemade magnetic loop at 140 with the Russian capacitor for tuning. But no, you're doing very well. From Golf Whiskey 8, Italy, Ocean, America.
Well, thank you. That's it's good to know that sometimes my signals do get out there and are well received. It's an interesting location here in Hebden Bridge. I'm at the bottom of a valley, so I don't have a great takeoff angle because I'm surrounded by hills. But when the conditions are right, I can get out into America on the higher bands and all the way across Europe. But yeah, lovely to get you in the log for the first time there, Philip, and thank you very much for responding to my call, over.
Yeah, roger, roger. Okay. I seem to have a slightly higher SWR than I like. I'll have to look at that. I'm sure there was something I was going to say in reply to what you said. Yeah, as I said, I've only got a magnetic loop because until recently I've not had a garden of any sort in any property I've been in. 10 foot by 10 foot shingle patch. So that seems to work well for me at the moment. Okay then, I wish you 7 threes and good luck. But my morals with regard to antennas is if it works, don't fix it.
Exactly right, and that's my opinion too. Until it starts filling with water and causing me problems, and the SWR stays nice and low, I just don't touch it because chances are I'll do something differently the next time and probably mess it all up. Brilliant, thanks very much, Philip. Lovely QSO, and hopefully catch you further down the band. Golf Whiskey 8, India Ocean Alpha, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa 73.
73. You're tipping 5 and 9 plus on your last over. 7 threes.
Thank you. Bye bye. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa QRZ.
Golf India 4 Delta Queen Tango.
Golf India 4 Delta Queen Tango. Good afternoon to you. The name is Matt Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I'm in Hebden Bridge in West Yorkshire. That's Sean, isn't it?
Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa from Golf India 4 Delta Queen Tango. Yes, Matt, 100% there, right? Sean is the name. I've been listening there for a while, doing a few bits and things around the shack, and have been listening in the background. Very interesting, yeah. An antenna system. Mine is very basic, honestly, Matt. From the ICOM 7,380 watts, and the antenna is a full-size 40-meter dipole. We have two other antennas we experimented with there over the year or so, G5RV, and we also have an 80-meter dipole, which are not in operation at the moment. So we're just on the 40-meter dipole, just set straight from the rig straight up the, about one end is about 25 feet, and the other end is about 35 feet. It works quite well. WX over here today, bright, sunny, quite nice, but very, very cool. Quite a nippy breeze going outside. Out doing a bit in the garden at the moment, doing a bit of weeding, and popping in a few plants to make it look half respectable looking. So that's the story at this end. So your report, Matt, is the 5 and 9, just peaking over 5 and 9. Good solid signal there, and again, you're just running 25 watts. That antenna is certainly doing a cracking job for you there with 25 watts. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa from Golf India 4 Delta Queen Tango.
Golf India 4 Delta Queen Tango, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, it's an odd antenna. Sometimes it works really well, and then when bank conditions are bad, it works awfully, and I just can't seem to get out there or break a pile up. And I think a lot of that's probably to do with me being limited to 25 watts. But yeah, your audio sounds great. I take it it's the ICOM, I think he said it was, and they always sound great out of the box. Never mind when they've been tweaked with a little bit. But yeah, your audio sounds lovely, and you're a 5.9 plus 10 on the peaks. Over.
Yeah, fine business there, Mike. Many thanks for that report, Mark. Just to give you the location here, we're about 13 miles south of the city of Newry, out in the countryside. That's where we are resident. And I'm just going to pop inside now soon. I do want to follow the rugby coming on at 2 o'clock. I was staying away from home. Unfortunately, France kind of burst the bubble a wee bit as regards getting the Grand Slam. But anyway, that's life. That's the way it goes. Anyway, Matt, won't hold it with you there. Very interesting listening to your QSO there in your antenna. Might have introduced something that the weather picks up and did something a bit about it. We have two poles, one which is quite a wooden pole, which is quite tall, about 25 feet, and then we bolted onto that another aluminium pole which gives us another 15 feet. So it's a decent height, but unfortunately where the cord went through the pulley and came down, kind of rubbed along the bolt that was holding the aluminium pole on, and it decided to break through it during the winter months. So we only kind of got that half fixed at the moment, so we're going to raise the 40-meter dipole onto that and then pull it back up so to give it a decent height at the either end. It's just the space between the lights and man is just enough to hold an 80-meter dipole. It'll take a full-size 80-meter dipole on it, and it's quite respectable, but we haven't done much else to charge the antenna. Anyway, Matt, many thanks for the QSO. They'll let you get on there. Nice to chat to you for the first time. And sure, we'll be looking out to you again. Hopefully, maybe the next time I speak to you, I'll have a different antenna system. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa from Golf India 4 Delta Queen Tango.
Oh, thank you so much, Sean, and I look forward to catching you further down the bands, and hope your experimentations and antenna, work well for you. And yeah, just keep us updated. If you see me on the bands, give me a shout. I'd be interested to see how things are going for you. Right, lovely QSO. Thank you, Sean, and all the best. GI4 DQT M7EUP 73.
Okay, 73, Matt. Many thanks.
Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa QRZ. CQ, hello CQ, CQ40, CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa, calling CQ 40 meters, standing by for any call. Hello CQ, hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa, calling CQ40, CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa, calling CQ40 and standing by for any call. CQ, hello CQ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa calling CQ40, CQ40. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa is calling CQ on 40 meters and standing by for any call. CQ, hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa, calling CQ40, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa, calling CQ40 and standing by for recall. CQ, hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa, calling CQ40, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa, calling CQ40 and standing by for any call. CQ, hello CQ, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa, calling CQ40 and standing by for any call. Okay, nothing heard so far, so Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa is going QRT and the frequency is now clear. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa is clear.
Golf 6 November Mike Alpha.
Golf 6 November Mike Alpha. I was just about to turn the radio off. Golf 6 November Mike Alpha.
Yeah, Golf 6 November Mike Alpha. Very good afternoon to you. Name's Paul, Papa Alpha Uniform Lima. And I see you calling secure, so I thought I'd give you a shout. G6 anyway.
G6 NMA M7EUP. Thanks very much, Paul. The name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I believe we've spoken a few times before in December, November, and June. Yeah, signal report for you is 5-9 and terrific audio. Over.
Yeah, fine. Thank you very much indeed. You're 5-9 with me as well, and very good audio coming through, so that's really good. And just seeing your station master there, Matt. So that's looking good. Go ahead.
All received. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, I've been live streaming actually for the last hour, and I was just about to call it a day. And the band's very quiet today, and quite a lot of QSB. It comes and goes though. It's quite deep when it's there, and then it just disappears off again. But all be working, and I've got a few in the log over.
Yeah, no problems at all. And I've only just switched on, to be honest, Jim. So you're calling CQ, so I'll give you a shout. But running Fox Tango 710 here, only 80 whiskies, and yeah, but QSB, QRM, etc. It's all there. It's all happening at the moment. Just been recharging the batteries as well, which needed a really good charge, so I flattened them the other day after quite a few QSOs. But seems to be working okay now, Matt. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks very much, Paul. G6 NMA M7EUP returning. Yeah, FTDX10 here and 25 whiskies using every single last one of them. I'm wringing the neck on this radio today. FTDX10 into an end-fed half wave. It's about 11 metres above the ground. Over.
Yeah, same here, end-fed half wave as well. And I think I'm running, what am I running at the moment? 80 whiskies, that's all. Let me just wrap it down. Let's
take it down to about 50. 40 whiskies, let's see how that goes. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you've gone off band there a little bit, Paul. 7180 I'm on, and you just seem to have disappeared down. Over.
Yeah, that was my fault. I just knocked the VFO, Mark. Go ahead.
So easy to do, isn't it? To be honest with you, if I'm streaming or something and I'm sat on a frequency, I'll lock the frequency on the FTDX10 because you only have to breathe too hard and it goes off frequency. Over. Yeah,
likewise. It's just my fault with the function button, which is actually where you change the RF power. It's right next to the VFO, and I accidentally knocked it, but we're back on frequency again, 7180. Go ahead.
Yeah, your signal reports actually come up there to about 5-9 plus 10, peaking plus 20 at one point. Over.
Yeah, still good then, still good. Are you okay for a minute? I'll just take it down a bit more if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it. M7EUP standing by.
Golf 6 November Mike Alpha, 20 whiskey.
Yeah, 20 whiskies, you're 5656 that time, Paul. Over.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, no, it's not too bad then. Just take it down to 10 whiskies, which is where we're at now, and should be okay, I hope. Go ahead.
Yeah, you are actually just dropping off a little bit there now. You're about 5.5, and just the noise on the band is the biggest battle that I'm dealing with. But you're just above the noise. Over.
Yeah, thank you very much indeed for that, Matt. It's good to try every now and then, to be honest with you. The end-fed is actually one-to-one on SWR as well, so really pleased with that. And I'll switch over to another antenna, which is actually a vertical, if that's okay. And we'll give that a go.
Yeah, okie dokie, Paul. You switch over to the vertical there, G6NMA, M7EUP, and I'll stand by for you to come back to me, over.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Matt. Won't be 2 secs. It's not just a switch to the switch, it's an unplug and replug, but I'll get the antenna switch in there one day, go ahead.
Yeah, no problem at all. To be honest with you, I don't have that problem because I've just got the one antenna. I do need to get something a bit different. I'm thinking about getting a delta looped and maybe getting a TX lockout switch because I only have one VFO on the FTDX10. So that's something I think I might do in the future, just see if I can beat the noise a little bit. 40 metres is noisy for everybody, I know that, but for me, I seem to have about 5.3, 5.4 consistently, and that can go up at night time, over.
Yes, Golf 6 November Mike Alpha returning to you, Matt. Yeah, right, okay, we're on the vertical now. It's a centre loaded vertical. If you have a quick look on QRZ, you'll see it actually about halfway down the page. And it's one I've built from home out of painter's poles, which are stainless steel, vacuum cleaner tube, 3D printed coil, and it was actually a copper tube, 40mm copper tube with a brass bush in it, and a 3mm, isn't it? 3mm stainless whip out the top of it. So I wonder how that's performing, Matt. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, it works. Your signal report's about 5.8, but don't read too much into that because the QSB, you're going up and down a little bit anyway, but it sounds great. I'd say it's probably not quite as clear as the NFED halfway that you're using, but I should imagine in about 5 minutes' time that'll all change over.
Yeah, absolutely. The band is all over the place at the moment. Anyway, well, I'm pleased with it. Anyway, it works well. I don't know whether you've got the ability to have a quick look at the QRZ there, but you'll certainly see a picture of it, Matt. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just having a quick look now, actually. Bear with me a second. I'll pop that in and have a look. I can copy that and paste it, can't I? I was on the Station Master software, but I'd logged your call already before I'd actually... and I didn't have the opportunity to have a look at you. Click on the QRZ tab. But I'm there now, and I'm having a look. Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah, oh, God, that's interesting. Okay, so is that the one that I'm looking at? Is it the centre loaded? Is that correct, over?
That's correct. It's like lookalike. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can see that. And I'm assuming that you've got some adjustment on the coil there. Is that correct for different bands, over? Yeah,
that's right. It's good for 40 and 20. But what I've done now is actually a bit more, though the picture's not actually up there on QRZ yet. I've wound a coil which is actually 40 metre, and I made another little coil which is actually for 20 metre, and that's the only 2 times that you've actually used the particular loading coil in that position. So I thought it was a bit pointless making all that extra bit of stuff. It's very nice, don't get me wrong, but it's just as quick to screw one out and put another one in, so to speak. Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, well, it certainly works, and I'm certainly looking to make some more experimentations with antennas a little bit in the future, but certainly when the weather gets a little bit better, because I don't fancy being outside when it's been as cold as it has been. But brilliant. Thanks very much, Paul, and great QSO. I'm going to see if I can get 1 or 2 more, and then I'm going to call it a day at 2 o'clock. Thanks very much for responding to my CQ call, and you have a great afternoon. G6NMA, M7EUP.
M7EUP, where are we now? M7EUP, G6NMA. Okay, Matt, no problem. Thanks very much for taking the call, by the way. As I sort of understood that you were session down, but good for you to take the call. Thanks, appreciate it. I'm on a Station Master as well, by the way, on SM3 at the moment, and been trying that, and been having great fun. It's really, really good. Good bit of software that Stuart's putting together. Anyway, 7.3s for now, Matt. Good to get you in the log, mate, and speak to you soon. G7EUP, G6NMA.
G6NMA, M7EUP. Cheers, Paul. All the best. 73. Mike, 7 Echo Uniform Papa. Last for you, QRZ. CQ40. Mike, 7 Echo Uniform Papa. Last few calls. CQ40, M7EUP.
M7EUP, Golf 0, Victor Romeo.
Golf 0, Victor Romeo. Good afternoon to you. The name here is Matt, Mike, Alpha, Tango, and I believe that's Phil. Is that correct, over?
Okay, Matt, you've got me at an advantage there. We may have worked before, but I haven't got my logbook up and running. But yes, it is Phil, Foxtrot India Lima, up in Darlington, County Durham. Go ahead.
Yeah, all received, Phil. Your signal report's 5.9. The reason I got your details so quickly is the logging software I'm using, so it's Station Master. So as soon as I type your call sign in there, it brings up any QRZ information and populates your name in a box for me and everything. But yeah, pleasure to get in the log for the first time, actually. And how's things up there in County Durham, over?
Okay, Matt, not too bad. Lovely and sunny. Well, I say lovely and sunny. Bit of cloud here and there, but it's more sunny. It's not raining. No great wind at all, so not too bad at all. Certainly can't complain for this time of year. You know, March is a little bit twitchy with the weather, shall we say. Things are starting to grow, which is a bit of a bonus. I'm not too sure what's changed here since I spoke to you last. In fact, I can't remember when I did speak to you last, and maybe you let us know. But we're running around about 60 watts with a FT2000 and a 8040 trap dipole at 50 feet as an inverted V, Matt. Go ahead.
Oh, thanks very much. According to my log and my Station Master software, we've not actually worked there before, Phil, so it's the first time. So working conditions here are Yaesu FT-DX10, and that's 25 watts into an end-fed half wave. That's about 11 metres above the ground, over.
Okay, Matt, well, you've got S7, S8 on me. Signal's varying slightly, but audio sounds quite nice anyway. So, how long have you been licensed, Matt? Go ahead.
About 18 months, and I'm just working towards my intermediate at the moment, but I need to get myself into gear and actually book the exam. I feel like I'm ready for it, I just haven't got around to doing it yet. There's been so many other little projects that have taken up my time, over.
Well, I suppose so, yeah. That's how it generally works. My interest in radio was from a very early age, but I've been licensed a fair while now, obviously. But, yeah, there just comes a time in your life where you kind of go for it and do it, really. And that's it. And, of course, nowadays, whether it's easier or harder, depends how you look at it. The introduction to amateur radio is a little bit easier, shall we say. So, I suppose a little bit of inspiration to get you to the end. Once you've done it, that's it for life, isn't it? Go ahead.
That's it, yeah, and once you've got the radio, you know, they don't go anywhere, and you can just pop back on them whenever you want to, and I'm enjoying it. I was a CB enthusiast back in the late 80s, early 90s, and then kind of forgot about it for a good 20 years, and came back to it, you know, in the last sort of 2 years, and just decided to get my foundation license and get set up. But yeah, that's great. Thanks very much, Phil. I really appreciate you coming back to my CQ call there, and I hope to catch you again further down the log. I'm just going to see if there's anybody else out there, and I'm going to call it a day now, because I've been on for about an hour and a half, and I think I should get some other stuff done before the daylight runs out, over.
Okay, Matt, yep. Okay, no problem. We'll catch you again, and nice to have a quick chat anyway. Bump into you some other time. Take care and enjoy the rest of the weekend. M7EUP, G0VRR. Cheers, Matt.
Yeah, cheers, Phil. Thank you very much. You have a great weekend as well. G0VRR, M7EUP 73. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa QRZ. Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa, CQ, last call, CQ, CQ40, last call, CQ40, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa. And nothing heard. Okay, Mike 7 Echo Uniform Papa is going QRT and the frequency is clear.